Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels so crazy to say that. I haven't been on YouTube in forever. I know what you guys are probably thinking, why haven't you done it? What took you so long? You know what? I don't have an answer. I think it's because I have multiple answers. YouTube is hard, you guys, like in general, not even just for people like influencers like me, like even the big influencers like Desi, Jacqueline, Nicole, like all of them could probably relate till this day. YouTube is just very time consuming. It takes a lot of time to like film it and actually edit it, upload all those videos. It takes a lot of time, so it's really hard trying to manage that and life together. But now that my life is a little bit more at peace now, I have so much more free time. I just feel like it hit me the other day. I'm like, I need to get back on YouTube, and now that I'm on here, it feels so good, and just having the time to do it feels even better. So yeah, it feels really, really great. Also, I'm really, I've said it on my Instagram story a few times, I'm such a perfectionist. Like when it comes to anything, even as a kid, I was a perfectionist. So I really want like the best. Like I want a great lighting, I want a great camera, I want a great background, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't have any of that yet. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to film, or I'm not going to go on YouTube until I have it all set. Now I'm a little bit more settled into that stuff, and I haven't got a new camera. I still have the same lighting, but I'm just working with what I got, and I'm just giving it a shot. So I really hope you guys like this video. Today's video is going to be on this look. I got a lot of requests to do a fall Thanksgiving look, so I wanted to go ahead and take advantage and do that since Thanksgiving is around the corner. Also, the Q&A was really big too. A lot of people wanted me to film that, but I will do that in my next video. Maybe we could do it with Kevin next to me, so that should be really exciting, something we can look forward to. But this look is kind of, I think, a bit more of a soft glam. It's nothing too crazy. I don't go all out for Thanksgiving. I save it mainly for like Christmas and New Year's. But I kind of get my eyeshadow matte, full face, bold lipstick. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Also, by the way, you guys, I'll probably say it again later throughout the video, but I suck at explaining things. I'm not the best. So please bear with me throughout this whole video. Again, I'm getting used to this whole YouTube thing and explaining, and I'm not the best at using certain terms and stuff, so we're just gonna go with it. So the first thing I'm doing is taking this PLouise as my eye base, and I'm just gonna underline underneath my brow. That way it looks more sharp once I'm all done. And I'm just gonna literally, like I said, just underlining my whole brow, really getting up there where my brow is, and then just taking it forward, and then just packing it on the rest, whatever's left on the lid. Now that the base is set, I'm just going to go in with my Morphe sponge and really just soften and buff that in. That way there's no like streaks or anything. We want a nice smooth base when we apply eyeshadow. That way there's not like patches everywhere, you know? No, if the camera blurs out, like gets out of focus, I'm really sorry. The first shade I'm going to take is this one right here as my transition. I'm going to pick that up on this is a Morphe M532 brush. It's a nice, really big, fluffy brush. I really like this just to really pack on that transition shade. It kind of speeds up the process a little bit faster for me, so we're going to start with that. So I'm picking this up, and I'm just going to buff this all over my crease. Really going to pack it on. And like I said, I really like this brush just because it's really fluffy. That's what I meant to say. Just because it's really fluffy, and it, like I said, mentioned earlier, it really speeds up the process. I don't have to go back into my palette so much and really pack on my transition shade. With 2 taps into the eyeshadow with this brush, I think you're all set. This year I did want to stick more to the fall vibe colors, the orange and the browns. So I'm going to warm it up a little bit more with some orange. I'm going to take this, where is it? I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm just going to mainly place that more into our inner crease. And I'm going to be applying this on a Morphe M514 brush. I really like this brush a lot, especially when you're really trying to get a precise blend. This one's really nice. It's like the perfect amount or perfect size when you want to blend like those 2 colors in. I got this one at Ulta, and ever since I went back to get more because I just really like it. So again, I'm just placing it or patting it into the crease, and then just buffing away with circle motions. And again, that's why I angle my brush like kind of diagonally, because I feel like this helps really get in there. Rather than keeping it straight, it's gonna buff everywhere and then it's gonna get kind of messy, and I feel like the color will get lost. So I just keep it kind of diagonal, that, and I'm just gonna blend away. Now I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape. Now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to use that to kind of carve out my lid. I'm going to do like a soft cut crease, nothing too drastic. And then I'm going to apply that with a Morphe M508. This is a great brush for lip application, and if you're doing like cut crease, just because it's so small and flat, and the shape of it is perfect. So it's kind of helping you do the cut crease just by using the brush. So it's really, really nice. I really like that. So I'm just taking the concealer basically all over the lid. I'm not too worried about it being clean because, like I said, I don't want anything too drastic. And towards the end, I kind of just like pat it very lightly. I know it looks kind of harsh, but I'm just lightly patting it towards the outer corner of my eye. That way it doesn't leave like a harsh finish. Now I'm going to take this color right here and I'm going to place that all over the lid. I'm going to be using a Morphe, I think it actually doesn't say in the number of the brush, but if I find out, I will leave it down low in the description. I'm going to be taking this dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going to use a Morphe M513 brush, and this is basically going just on our outer corner, just so it kind of intensifies the look a little bit more, and again, so there's no like harsh finish with that concealer, so it's just to like diffuse it a little bit more. So again, taking small circle motions, lightly buffing it towards the crease, and then patting a little bit. That way it blends in with that white eyeshadow that we did previously. There we go. Now I'm going to take my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to do basically like a small normal little wing, nothing too extra. I'm going to save that for Christmas because, you know, or New Year's. The key to applying lashes is to always give the glue like 30 seconds to dry. That way when you apply it, it just automatically sticks on. It's like the perfect amount of texture for it. So all you gotta do is place in the center and then connect the corners, and then you guys are all done. So again, just place in the center and then just connect your corners. Connect. Put a little bit of pressure, that way they get really glued, like on there. And again, connect. A little bit of pressure, and then voila. Alright guys, I already primed my face with the Benefit Porefessional primer, and for foundation, now this is good, I know it gets a little tricky. I use two different ones. I use the Fenty Beauty foundation, this one's in 230, and this is the Maybelline Super Stay foundation in 220. The reason why I mix these two is because I love this one because it gives me a full coverage, and I love this one because I love that it's a soft matte. I do like more towards the matte finish. However, this one is a light to medium full coverage. I tried building it up a few times and I felt like I wasn't getting the full coverage that I wanted. So one day I just mixed these two and I was like, it's perfect. So these two have been my to-go-to every day. So let's get on to it. I've honestly never been the type to mix foundations until I met these two. I've always used one, but I don't know, I just decided to mix them because I like them both so much. Oh snap. And yeah, ever since I've loved the finish of it. So I'm gonna buff that into my skin with my Morphe sponge. Oh, just see, that looks like so nice. Now for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind. I use the color Sand. I love this concealer so much. It's so creamy and rich. I just love it. I feel like it really does rewind my age and my dark circles because these are not cute. I am going to do a soft contour. I'm using the Benefit Hoola Contour Stick, and then I'm going to buff that into my skin with this is the Jaclyn Hill collection brush. This is the JH08. And I'm just softly going to start buffing that into my skin, mainly upwards, because I want the contour to show, but nothing too harsh. Alright guys, meanwhile the under eye bakes, I'm going to go ahead and do in my brows. First I'm going to do is put some clear brow gel on my brows. And what this does for me is that when I'm applying the pomade, I feel like it helps it glide a little bit better, and also helps prevent from my brows looking so harsh. I really don't like to fill them in that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up, this is the Anastasia number 12 brush. And this is the Benefit Cup Brow in 5. And the first thing I do is I start right in the middle. Again, kind of like what I did with the PLouise Base. I'm underlining my brow. And then everything that's left over, I like to take everything back first. And if I feel like I need to pick up more, then I will. But I really like to just kind of play with it. And then I'll take my spoolie and brush that in. It just helps it kind of fill it in for me with what that clear brow gel does. Alright, now I'm going to be brushing away this translucent powder. I'm actually patting it into my skin and then dusting whatever's left away. I feel like putting a little bit of pressure into it really does set the concealer 10 times more. So I'm just, again, patting in, and then whatever's left, just dust away. And there we go. Alright, now I'm just going to quickly finish up the skin. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Colourpop House of Mirrors Duo Palette. My highlighter fell and broke everywhere on my floor. So now all I have left is the bronzer, and it's actually bomb. I love, love, love this bronzer so much. The color of it is perfect. It's nice and warm. It doesn't look like ashy. It doesn't look too like red. It is so, so pretty. I'm definitely getting more in this color and the other variety of colors they have for like my clients. It is just so pretty, and it's soft. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. And also I've been loving this brush for bronzer. This is the Morphe M105 brush. So I'll swirl it in there, and then I'll just bronze up the skin. Do the same thing to the other side. Now for blush, this is the Morphe 8W blush palette. I'm going to take Goals, and this is a crown brush C522. I'm just going to pat that in there, and then I'm going to give a little bit of a smile, and then apply my blush. Just like that. I'm going to pick up a little bit more. And I like to brush it back with my bronzer just because I like to kind of just not really blend like an eyeshadow, but just kind of make those two meet. Just because I don't want like a harsh, like two different colors. Kind of like you got brown, and then you got blush, and then you got like a streak of highlight. Like I like for it to look like all kind of mixed into with each other. So just brushing it back, and there we go. For highlight, this is a really good highlight palette. If you're really big on like highlighter and you just love to glow to the gods, girl, you need this palette. This is the Colourpop. The only thing is I kind of don't get the name, or maybe it's just me because I'm dumb, but this is the Colourpop In-Nude-Endo. Endo? Yeah, I'm not really good at pronouncing names. I think you guys seen that on my Snapchat and on my Instagram stories. I always pronounce names the way I see it, not the way it should go. I don't know. I'm weird, yeah. But anyways, this is the highlighter palette we're going to be using today, or I'm going to be using today, and it's going to be this one right here. This one's on the loose. I'm going to take that on a Morphe M501. I'll be honest, I'm not a really big fan of like highlighting everywhere. I mainly apply this right on the apple of my cheek, of course on my nose, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. So I know everyone tends to do the whole thing. The only reason why I don't do that is because, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but you can probably see it on this one. Excuse me. I have like a little dimple. My dad calls them dimples, but they're like, yeah, like little bags right here. And every time I put highlight, I feel like you can see them more, and I'm kind of like insecure about it. So I just don't do the whole highlighting thing. It doesn't look good. Again, it brings out that little dimple or bags, whatever they're called. So I like to place it right here. That way when I smile, it just kind of brings out my cheek a little bit more. Ooh, this palette is no joke, girl. Now let's finish the waterline. I'm going to pretty much do the exact same thing I did to the whole eye look. I'm not going to go in transition shade or anything because the waterline's not really big on blending and stuff like that. It's more of like smudging a lot. So this is the Morphe M169. I'm taking that orange shade we used. I'm going to try to do this without like having the mirror so up high, but I'm just going to start applying this right on my waterline. I do have my brush angled because I want that tip of the brush to really pack it on there. I don't want it to go too below my waterline because it's not I don't want anything like smoky, you know. So I'm just lightly taking that right on my waterline, just going back and forth. And if you're not really big on putting like eyeshadow on your waterline, you don't have to. Maybe put like a small black eyeshadow on your waterline. That's what I do every single day. I put a little bit of black eyeshadow on my waterline, and I feel like it just makes my eyes look bigger and doesn't make me look as tired. So you could probably do that, or if not, you could just apply a good few coats of mascara, and you're good to go. Alright, y'all, like I said, I always apply black eyeshadow on my waterline every single day. And again, I feel like it just gives it a pop to the whole look. And so, sorry, I'm going to kind of keep this kind of close. But this is a really small flat angled brush from Morphe. This is the M165. Now I'm going to go back with that Colourpop palette. I'm going to take Glad You Came. Yeah, Glad You Came. And this is a Sigma E36 brush. I love these two actually for inner corner highlight. They're both just so bomb. This is so cute and precise just to fit in this little area. And then the highlighting is just nice and bright and pretty. Alright guys, for lips, you can do absolutely any color you like. I usually do more of a nude. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to stay more in that like fall vibes kind of thing. So I went with Jeffree Star. This is in Leo. It's a liquid matte lipstick. You guys, if you want some bomb matte liquid lipstick for it to stay on all day, this one is going to be your best friend. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of Jeffree Star, him as a person, but man, when I tried these when I used to work at Morphe, I was like, wow, yeah, these will stay on all day. So I ain't gonna lie, his liquid lipsticks are bomb. But alright guys, this completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I know that was probably a little of watching my video. It's probably kind of hard. It's not the best. I'm still getting back into this, but it is better than nothing, right? So I'm still learning again. Please bear with me. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. I really, really appreciate it. And then happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's already here, but I hope you guys have a good time. Eat a lot. Get yourself glammed up, and if you do recreate this look, please tag me. I would love for you to see, or if you recreate anything or just a Thanksgiving look on your own, or you're inspired by this, let me know. I really, really would love to see it. Again, just have a good Thanksgiving with your family and friends. Enjoy it. Be thankful every day, and I'm just so thankful for all of you, all your support, for following me, liking all my pictures, always giving me like love and such sweet comments. Trust me, like I'm on my phone and I'm like, oh my god, they're so sweet. You guys are really the best, and I just really, really appreciate, and I'm so grateful for all of you each and every single day, because I would not be here without you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. But other than that, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'll go a little extra. Someone's calling me. Yes, Dad. Okay, so now we're gonna go. I know, kind of a bold lip. Oh my god. So for this look, I am using the Morphe I'm saying it like it's a brush. I'm using the 350M brush. Palette. I meant palette. Oh god. Porefessional primer. Now with Wait, what was I gonna say? Yes, mommy.
Oh, wow. You have great makeup?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Well, estaba grabando.